Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking the video out. Today we have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover here today. So we are going to dive right into these topics, starting with an unofficial Marvel's Wolverine Unreal Engine 5 concept. This was a video that I randomly came across on YouTube, and it seems like it's been picking up steam. It went somewhat viral, and this is reading from WCCF Tech, where it says this concept video features Epic's nanite tech, Lumen, ray tracing, and metahuman. Of course, this remains solely a fan concept, and Wolverine will use Insomniac's own game engine instead of Unreal Engine 5. Still, this concept shows what's possible on the current gen platform, that being the PlayStation 5. And you know, this was uploaded by a YouTuber called Teaser Play, and the thing that I really like about it is the fact that they decided to create this concept where it picks up right after the teaser trailer we saw from Insomniac Games officially, where it zooms in on Logan's back, but this time the camera kind of pans around and you see the barred door is completely open and there's somebody out in the distance standing there, you know, maybe somebody that Logan's gonna fight, and he gets up and he walks out, and it kind of, I guess, alludes to the idea of Wolverine being open world. At least you kind of get that feel. But this, again, was just something I came across, and we're seeing more and more of these kind of fan-made trailers or concepts, and it's just really cool to see, you know, what people can come up with here. And something I will say is, for as good as this fan-made teaser trailer looks, it was made by just one person, I believe, on Unreal Engine 5. There's no doubt that when we see Wolverine for the first time running on the PlayStation 5, I think it's going to blow everybody away. It's going to be significantly beyond anything we're seeing here. We know how amazing Insomniac is. This is going to be a PS5 only title, and it's going to come, you know, quite a few years after the PS5 launched, when Insomniac has had a lot of time to really kind of work with the hardware. So yeah, just figured I would share this with you. Let me know your thoughts about that down below. Moving on to the next topic, we're talking about Valkyrie Elysium. Apparently, it will take about 20 hours to complete, and it's also going to have multiple endings. So reading from PlayStation Universe, they say the latest issue of Famitsu magazine has revealed that the upcoming Valkyrie Elysium will take players roughly 20 hours to complete, according to its review of the game. This figure is based on completing the main story and accompanying side quests, although it notes that if you're just looking to play through the campaign and nothing else, you'll have a couple of hours off your playtime. Naturally, the playtime of 20 hours is going to vary depending on the player, and it's worth noting that new content is coming to the game this November, including a new character and difficulty options, and this will obviously affect how long it'll take you to complete the game. Elsewhere, Famitsu revealed that Valkyrie Elysium will feature multiple endings, but didn't really go much further than that, as it would spoil certain aspects of the game. And so for those who maybe aren't aware, Valkyrie Elysium is currently set to release on September 30th this year, so just in a couple days, and it's releasing on PS5, PS4, and PC. So let me know down in the comments below if Valkyrie Elysium is a game you plan on picking up, and if so, what do you think about this new information we're getting on the game? The next topic talks a little bit about Rise of the Ronin. This is a newly announced PlayStation 5 exclusive, and it's a game I'm very much excited for. So reading from Gaming Bolt, it says Team Ninja's Wolong Fallen Dynasty has generated buzz lately thanks to a limited time demo on PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. However, Rise of the Ronin, its upcoming PS5 exclusive, is arguably more hyped following its state of play reveal. In Rise of the Ronin, players embody a Ronin free to make their own choices. In addition to an open world, it features combat that calls their past action RPGs to mind. It shouldn't be a surprise then that Fumihiko Yasuda, who produced Nioh 2 and Wolong, is involved. Speaking to Next Gen Player for MP First, along with producer Masaki Yamagawa at TGS 2022, Yasuda said, "I'm providing direction on the game. This is our next big title after Wolong. The feedback has been good from what we've seen, and we're very happy with it. We plan to release Wolong and then release Rise of the Ronin and keep on going on that track and making these great games moving forward. The team at Team Ninja is really motivated with these two big games coming out next. We want to keep doing the best that we can." So again, for those who are not aware, Rise of the Ronin is currently planned to release sometime in 2024. Obviously, that feels like a very long time from now, but if it releases in early 2024, then it's not really too far off. And we did talk about how PlayStation Studio XDev is working alongside Team Ninja on this title. They are co-developing it together, so you consider how talented Team Ninja is, and you consider all of the other projects that PlayStation XDev has been involved with and how they've all turned out great. So I think these two working together, we're going to get something really awesome with Rise of the Ronin. And it's also nice to hear that, you know, the team is seeing the feedback, they're seeing the positivity surrounding it, and they're really happy about that. So yeah, can't wait to see more of this game and learn more about it. Next up, we're talking about The Last of Us HBO. Next up, we have the final topic, which is certainly a significant one. It says here, reading from WCCF Tech, Sony has updated the PS5 console, comes with 6nm AMD Oberon Plus SoC, offers lower temperatures, and consumes less power. So reading here, it says Sony recently did a soft refresh of its PS5 console with a new variant known as the CFI 1202 that offers lower temperatures and power input. The new console is lighter, it runs cooler, and consumes less power, and this is all thanks to the refreshed AMD Oberon Plus SoC hailing from the TSMC 6nm process node. Tech outlet Angstronomics has confirmed in their exclusive that the Sony PS5 CFI 1202 comes with an enhanced AMD Oberon SoC known as Oberon Plus, which utilizes the TSMC N6 process, or the 6nm node. TSMC has made it so that their 7nm process node is design rule compatible with the 6nm EUV, or the N6 node. This allows TSMC partners to easily port existing 7nm chips to the 6nm node without running into major complexities. The N6 process node offers an 18.8% transistor density increase and also reduces power consumption, which in return reduces temperatures. This is why the new Sony PS5 consoles are lighter and feature a smaller heatsink compared to the launch variants. But that's not all. We also get to see a brand new chip shot of the AMD Oberon Plus SoC sitting next to the 7nm Oberon SoC. The new die is about 15% less in size compared to the 7nm Oberon SoC. There's another advantage of moving to 6nm, and that's the number of chips that can be produced on a single wafer. The outlet reports that each Oberon Plus SoC wafer can produce around 20% more chips at the same cost. What this means is that without affecting their cost, Sony can now offer more Oberon Plus chips to be used in PS5, and that can further reduce shortages in the market that the current gen consoles have faced since their launch. It is also reported that TSMC will phase out 7nm Oberon SoCs in the future and move entirely to the 6nm Oberon Plus SoC, which will result in 50% more chips to be made per wafer. Microsoft is also expected to utilize the 6nm process node for its refreshed Arden SoC for future Series X consoles. So this is a very significant upgrade that we're seeing with the new PS5 models. Not only is it saving power, not only is the console lighter, not only is the heatsink smaller, and it's just basically redesigned internally, and you're getting all these benefits from that. But the big news here to me is that this is how you know Sony is about to start producing a ton more PS5 units, and the shortage is pretty much going to come to an end, because we saw with the last fiscal quarter, Sony did not sell an impressive amount of PS5s. In fact, it seemed like they didn't sell nearly as many as they expected. But what kind of caught people off guard was Sony didn't change their forecast. They're like, no, we still plan to sell what was it, like 18 million units or something along those lines over the course of the next fiscal year. And, you know, it just seemed like at the rate they were going, that was going to be very, very, very difficult to achieve. But now we see why Sony is so confident. They're going to be able to produce a ton more PS5s because of this. These PS5s are going to be more efficient, and I think it's just overall a win-win situation here. So yeah, we have kind of been waiting to get confirmation of this. Now we do. So if you're still in the market for a PS5, I would recommend trying to get your hands on the CFI 1202 model here, because this is clearly the better model. And that's not to say that there's anything wrong with the, current PlayStation 5 models or the launch models, but, this is what happens and this is what we anticipated. And the big thing here as well is that this absolutely confirms that next year we're going to see a completely redesigned PS5. I mean, we pretty much heard that from Tom Henderson with his recent report, but this definitely confirms we're going to get a slim PS5, and it's good news. I feel like this generation with the PS5 and the Xbox Series consoles has been pretty strange. It's gotten off to a very rocky and rough start, and it just really wasn't playing out, I don't think, the way anybody anticipated. And so a big part of that was the shortage and just the struggle for Sony to meet the demand or get anywhere close to it. And I'm not saying that this is just going to happen overnight and suddenly this means that there's going to be no more shortage whatsoever, but if there was ever a sign that things are about to get a lot better for the PS5 and people hoping to upgrade to it or get their hands on one, this is it. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did find it informative. If you did, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.